Hey guys, and welcome to another Girls Frontline 2 video. It's Jedi here, and today we're going to be doing DEICHGRAF level 2. Now this is CROSSROADs as usual. It's going to be the same format as the first one. This one we're using Sharkery, Cheetah, Nemesis, and Tolo. Similar to last mission, I will not be using any buffs. For the first stage, what I do is I kill my first unit. That allows for my team to be able to actually fight this like a la boss. There's no crazy stats. I didn't do any crazy strategy for the first one. If you have good units, you can fight the first strategy and get those buffs, and you can look at my previous videos to see how to do that properly. But this is the basic. Enemy has no buffs, I have no buffs. For this one, I didn't want to use Tolo as a DPS because I felt like that would be too unrelatable. So for this one, the main two DPS will be Nemesis and Sharkery. And honestly, they do enough damage to be able to clear this one out pretty easily. Now, things get a little bit weird depending on where you place them. For this one, I put Sharkery on the left, which means that my Nemesis will go here. But all in all, this part doesn't really matter. I like to attack with my Nemesis first because my Sharkery is stronger. And basically, as usual, you're going to take your Sharkery, use your Nemesis, and continuously hit the boss. This one, they spawn 2 enemies at the start, but after that, there's basically 0 enemies that spawn. If you go in this way, he won't jump, from what I understand. And we're going to be doing a little strategy where he never gets to use his jump, and when he uses his jump, he gets defense up and he gets vulnerability. He gets damage reduction. And you really don't want that because no matter what level you are, the amount of damage reduction and defense he gets is absolutely ridiculous. It's really hard to counteract that. So I'm just going to be using my Tolo to kill these enemies on the sides. If you use a normal unit, as long as you can kill him and move, so you can use a Tololo, you could use a Diane, or you can use anyone, you're really able to just kill and then run, so like Krolik, but you want to be able to insta-kill him. And for me, I like to attack the boss just for some extra damage, but this is just to show you that even if you don't have the double turn from Tolo to be able to kill this, which I can, you don't need the double turn. You just need to be able to hit the first target and then next turn be able to kill the rabbit. So we'll go in and do some damage. The main people who are absolutely necessary for this one though are Cheetah. Cheetah, and I think Nemesis is actually pretty useful for this, but Cheetah is the main one. So make sure you subscribe. A bunch of you are enjoying the video and you ain't subscribing. Alright, back to the video. The reason for that is Cheetah will be responsible for everything on the right side because she can clear everything without using anyone else. And that makes her super useful. So I like to take my damage unit. He attacks anyone who attacks him in his radius. I think it's a 3x3. So you kind of have to run over here. But after this character is basically useless. If they die, it doesn't matter. If they live, it doesn't matter. They're only there for the first turn to kill the enemies. Where you place your units doesn't really matter at this point, but I like to put them behind cover just so when he shoots his rocket, it doesn't do too much damage. And we'll blast them down. There you go. Just to look at a brief overview of my stats, both of my units have 2k. My Sharkery is 22, and my Nemesis 27. The 27 is not her actual damage. I think she has a buff on right now. Yeah, she has Blazing Assault, and so does she. So I think it's 19 and 20 something, but just keep that in mind. Next, we'll use our Nemesis slider over here, and this should get her a heal. And from here, you're basically just chilling. The start's usually the hard part, and after that, it's more about damage. But as long as you keep a decent strategy, you should be able to do this. And everyone should have a... by the time that you make it here, you should be able to use the event that's out right now with Cheetah, which gives you a Fortification 6 Cheetah. So all the things that my Cheetah is doing right now is not out of the realm of possibility for you. You should have Fortification 6 Cheetah. Now me, I changed her second ability to her key that gives her healing. And this will allow me to just heal my Tolo just in case that she dies, because you really don't want that. Now from here, he has a jump, which means that you just need to move your units to the right and make sure that they don't get hit by anything. Put it here, we'll attack. And this is just a waste round. You just want to do as much damage to him as possible. You could use your ult, but it's not necessary. I'm going to do it anyways, because I feel like it, but you don't really need to use your ult here. And then you'll take your next unit, and you just want to do as much damage as possible to his armor, that is. We'll just go ahead. Here he should shoot your Cheetah, and your Cheetah should live. There shouldn't really be a problem because of how far she is from the boss. Oh, he didn't even use his rocket. Sometimes he does that. So here we have an AoE one. This one doesn't always come up. Usually it's the 2 guards, but you should still be fine as long as you can kill 2 of these in 2 turns. Now, usually it's better when you don't get this one, because I'm not using the AoE attack and no one can attack from that side. Basically what I'm trying to say is you're gonna have to use your cheetah right away, I'm pretty certain. So I'm gonna take my cheetah and I'm actually just gonna run over here. And then we're gonna slide her over here and we're just gonna start killing these right now. It's not optimal, and it does suck that I got this one. But all in all, it just is what it is. Sometimes you get bad RNG. So we're gonna take all our units, and I like to start rotating everyone to the left. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'll take my Nemesis. Here she's not able to get her ult, I'm pretty certain, so I drop a defense down. And you just continue doing damage. Simple as that. I'm going to use my Tolo, because my Sharky is my main DPS. Use her ult. And having this next unit live and be able to do a little bit of damage or do a little bit of supporting is really useful. And we'll go here. We're mainly rotating lefts because the standard armors are going to explode and you don't really want to take too much damage because you don't know how much I don't know how much survivability you have, and it's just a waste of time to just take the damage for no reason. Boom. We're going to still try to kill this. Hopefully I get a crit. Okay. Now when in circumstances like this, depending on the amount of damage you do, you might have to just throw away the strategy of attacking the right and go full damage. And what I mean by that is you're just gonna have to take your cheetah and forget the right side. It seems stupid, but this happens somewhat often. And if you get this turn, you'll have to restart, but if you have enough damage, you might just be able to fight through it. So you can just go in and attack. Just like I showed you, attack, defense down, Tolo, Sharkery, and just pump in damage. Here usually this works because if you have enough damage, you still can like bypass the right side, but it becomes very difficult at this point because I only have 2 more turns to kill him, and it just kind of gets more complicated than it needs to be. But the addition of Cheetah does make all the attacks you do so much more worth it, because you do so much more damage. So I can pop in my Blazing Assault. Now here you can do one of 2 things. You can try to take the brunt of the O'Share's damage. Honestly, if you're doing this version of it where you don't attack the right side, you should just forget about him and use Cheetah to heal through all the damage. But if you're not doing this one and you're going up to 7-8 turns by killing this right side, you should kill this because he's gonna do a lot of damage and he's just gonna make things very complicated. We'll go over here. Use our Sharkery's attack. And usually you should have enough damage to squeeze through here. If you do the normal strat where you go on the right side, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. But the main indicator that you can do this is if you can hit the first 1/3 or like 1/4 of his health bar in the first turn, or at least near the end of it, you'll know that you're able to do it this way. Alright, and from here you're just full damage. You should be able to pull it through. And mind you, like I said, my main DPS isn't even Tolo, it's Sharkery, so this should be accessible to everyone. You'll use your Sharkery because she doesn't even have a skill, which means she's the lowest damage. But see how much damage she does to everyone? It's very dangerous to let him live, assuming you don't get the kill. And boom. Yeah, we're just gonna take a brief look at the damage numbers just so you can see. The enemy doesn't even have that much health. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!